Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Katharyne, and I am so excited to let you know that Imagine is launched. So we have been hinting at this for a while, and we have been working on it for months to bring you the best possible resource we can for coloring books. Really, guys, we think we have put everything we can think of that will help you with coloring books into this course, and it is so much more than a course. So I want to jump right in and tell you all about it. So Imagine is really a whole bundle of things. I've been using Midjourney since last year and I am obsessed with it. I have generated well over 60,000 prompts, maybe 70,000 now. I don't know. Midjourney keep resetting the count. But I have been publishing a lot of coloring books. I have piles of coloring books that I've been publishing, and I'm seeing sales on coloring books. I'm seeing them do very well. One of the coloring books that I published, I told you guys about, sold 89 copies organically off the bat, no advertising. So you can absolutely do this. In fact, I didn't even do any research for that book. I just made it about something I'm really into, and it did great. So there is still an amazing market for coloring books. They're selling on KDP, on Amazon. They're selling on Etsy. There are coloring pages and coloring sheets everywhere. And there is just so much value in coloring. Like, I am seeing people on Kickstarter who are using coloring pages and coloring sheets to promote their fiction books. I'm seeing coloring tumblers and stickers and planners and calendars, and you can color all the things. And I'm obsessed with it. We launched our first coloring book course back in, I think, 2015, 2016. And as some of you guys know, we had some huge success stories there. Katharyne Lowe, aka Sasha O'Hara, published Calm the F Down after taking that course. She was inspired. She published a book. It made $1 million. I'm not kidding. She made $1 million. And guess what? She is in this course. I have a 55-minute interview with Sasha O'Hara, and it's brand new. We talk about what she's been doing, how she sold those books, what gave her the idea, how she researched, how she came up with those books, the whole path to $1 million that she followed. And it's just so inspiring to see. We had some amazing other success stories. Jordan Colton, he talked to us all in the course. He rocked it with his horror coloring books. He did books about public domain horror movies. And he ended up getting an offer to be included in the MST3K reunion. And he was in their subscription boxes, did so well, became a legend in the horror world. So we had some great success stories. A lot of you published coloring books and did really, really well with them. We had so many great testimonials, and some of you did some really creative things of people making journals and planners that you could color, people even making things like tote bags that you could color. Like, it got so creative and it was so exciting to see. The great news now is that making coloring books is easier than ever before. Why is that? Because we have AI, we have Midjourney, and Midjourney makes it so that you can literally generate hundreds of coloring pictures in a day. You can make gorgeous, gorgeous, stunning coloring pictures in all kinds of styles, all kinds of themes, all kinds of subjects, topics, niches. It is just a wide blue ocean of opportunity. And I know a lot of people are doing like chibi things, kawaii things. Guys, there is so much more than that. You can make coloring books on any topic. Any topic. And what is great about Imagine is that this isn't just a course. I mean, it is a course, and it's a huge course. We're talking over 8 hours of content. And I have more on the way. I have videos sitting here that I still need to edit and add to the course. I have people lined up that I'm going to be interviewing, talking to, and adding to the course. So we have a lot more to come. But right now, there is 8 hours of content, over 8 hours of content in the course. So it is huge, but it is more than that. We also have brand new software. We have Tangent Crystal, which is our magical new solution for coloring books. It will give you black and white images. There will be no gray, no shading. You don't have to come up with any special prompt, although in the course I give you hundreds of prompts. We have a whole catalogue full of prompts. In fact, I'm going to show you all of this in a moment. So let's take a look at all of this. So this is the website Imagine.Tangent.rocks, and it starts when you imagine. If you've taken any of our courses before, you're going to love this. There is so much brand new content in here, and we start with a huge focus on coloring books. I'm actually hoping to expand it a little bit more than that, but right now it is a coloring book course, and it's just huge. So here's just a teaser of the videos that are in this course. There are 17 videos in the course right now, 17 classes, and we cover in depth, we cover niches, trends, how to spot them, how to research them. We talk about prompting and how to get the best from a coloring book prompt. I have a formula that I'm going to show you for how I put my prompts together. And of course, we have a prompt builder tool that actually will put together beautiful prompts for you that will generate coloring book images in all kinds of different styles or subjects. So that's super, super valuable. So let's talk about the course first. The course is huge. There are 17 videos in the course. It's over 8 hours of content. I think it's like 8.5 hours of content. But if you're not ready to watch all that, don't worry. We have a short walkthrough that takes you through the whole process, beginning to end, from prompting through to publishing your book on KDP. So if you just want to get down to it and work fast, you can just watch the walkthrough. But if you want to go deep, and I recommend it, I have made so many videos, they're going to keep you busy for a while. So first of all, we go deep into niches and trends. And if you've taken one of my classes before, or you've been following a lot of my posts in the group, you may be familiar with my NEST formula. And NEST is my formula for finding a great niche, identifying a great niche for your book. And it's simply needs, emotions, seasons, and trends. But what I do is I break down into each of these. I look at needs. What do people need? How are people emotionally driven? How do the seasons affect what people buy? And trends. How do you spot them? How do you find them? How do you become aware of them before anyone else does? And I go over all of those. There's 2 hours of video on spotting niches and trends. And I go through so many websites, so many places you can go to find these niches. There's so much information in there, and you will just be like buzzing with ideas. And I have to say, the skills that you will get from these videos, the knowledge that you get from these videos, will be valuable for much more than coloring books. Yes, they're 100% focused on coloring books, but these are skills that will be valuable whether you're selling anything or creating anything to sell online or off. So then prompting. I know so many of you are like, well, how do I write a good prompt on Midjourney? And I have been prompting, as I say, I've been prompting since last year. I have been going so deep into Midjourney, studying it hard. And I've put together literally hundreds of prompts into a prompt catalog that we have in the course. It is a searchable, tagged catalog, and I think there's about 300 prompts in there right now, and they all generate different styles of images. All the pictures you can see on my screen right now were prompted in Midjourney. The prompts are in the prompt catalog, and the only editing I have done on these images that you see here is with Tangent Crystal. I haven't used Photoshop, Illustrator, anything like that. This is 100% Midjourney and Tangent Crystal. So this course literally gives you everything you need to publish a coloring book. Just add Midjourney. So in the prompting section of this course, I show you my formula for creating a great prompt. I show you how to get different styles, and we go into the different elements of an image, composition, subject, style, and how you can use Midjourney with those things. Like, a lot of people are like, well, Midjourney pictures all look the same, Midjourney images all look the same. No, they don't have to. You can have a unique style with Midjourney, and I totally show you how to do that. I give you hundreds of examples. You will be able to find your own style for your coloring books so that you can have consistent, beautiful coloring books that each have their own unique style. It doesn't look like each page was designed by a different artist. They will look like a consistent art style. Then we jump into covers, and guys, there are some really cool ways to generate covers using Midjourney. So we dive into 4 different methods that I have for creating covers. You don't need Photoshop, you don't need anything else. I've designed them all with just Midjourney and tangent templates. And if you don't have tangent templates, it is included in this bundle. If you do have tangent templates, that's fine. You can just uncheck the box that says include tangent templates and you will get this course Imagine and the other software in it at a discounted price. So whether or not you have tangent templates already, this is a great deal. But to generate covers for your book, all you need is Midjourney and tangent templates. And tangent templates is perfect for creating covers because it literally gives you the template for any KDP trim size. You just add your images, add your text to it. It's super, super easy, and your book will be perfectly formatted for KDP. We also have some great examples and methods for working with ChatGPT to generate prompts for Midjourney, to generate ideas, to even get keywords for your books on Amazon. There are some really, really valuable classes in ChatGPT in this course. And if you don't use ChatGPT, that's fine. There is a free alternative called Claude.ai, which a lot of people are enjoying. So you can use Claude, you can use the free version of ChatGPT, or you can use the really cool ChatGPT 4, which is a paid version, but it's awesome. You can use whichever one you like. I teach you some really great techniques in this course. One thing you're going to love is that I teach you mega prompting. I show you how to generate coloring book prompts and how to test a whole bunch of different coloring book styles to find the one you like using ChatGPT and Midjourney. And there's so much more than that. And then we have the walkthrough. It's an hour and 20 minutes, but that is the entire process of creating a coloring book. From prompting for the first images, building the cover, processing the images with Tangent Crystal, and then publishing it to KDP. I show you the entire process. You will see everything there. And I use tangent templates to build the book using our picture book tool, which makes it fast and easy to create a coloring book. And the books look great. And as I say, we have this amazing interview with Sasha O'Hara, 55 minutes, where we talk about her path to creating a $1 million coloring book. We talk about what she's doing now, how coloring books enabled her to follow her dreams. It is an incredible story, and I think you will really, really enjoy watching this. So let's talk about Tangent Crystal. So on the website here, you can see some examples. If you take a look at these, you can see what Crystal does. So it's taken this picture. This is the raw Midjourney picture, and it has converted it to black and white. So now you can color those beautiful braids. You can color her beautiful top, her necklace. There is no gray, no shading to get in the way. It looks like a beautiful coloring book image. And here's another picture with a really sweet puppy. You can see how it's lost all the greys and blurriness on the flowers. You can see some other things here, like we've removed these wonky butterflies that really didn't look too great in the picture, and that one there. It's a much crisper, cleaner picture. We've added a little definition to his nose, and all of this was done with Tangent Crystal. And it's such an easier picture to color now. You don't have any of that fuzziness, any of that grayness. It looks great with mandalas. Again, you can see this grey has gone. Everything is just pure black and white. And again, all of these prompts, all of the prompts for these images are in the course. They are in the prompt catalogue. You can see this picture. This is a really fun adventure picture. And the lines are just much stronger, the black lines. You can see we got rid of the skeleton's wonky hand. We have a simple eraser tool that I used to do that. Here's a haunted house. I love this picture. This is just such a fun picture. And I don't know if you can spot the differences. We got rid of this little bat here and filled in a little bit of space with the lamp. And also, I mean, just look at the black and white here. It's so much easier to color without all this shading. You see all the shading here? That's such a pain in a coloring book. You don't want to see that. And the best bit is that these images are vectorized as well. So you don't need to upscale them. If you make them bigger, they will just keep their image quality. These are beautiful, beautiful images and will look amazing in your coloring books. And you can see with this cat, like look at the difference here. You wouldn't be able to color these leaves because of the grayness. Like now you can put some color in there. And you can see here, there's this fuzziness in the mountains. That's all gone. Like, it's such a better picture to color. It's so much more fun to color. Like, look at these flowers here. And it looks so much better in print. These pictures look incredible in print because they are just black and white. That's Tangent Crystal, and we're going to take a look at that in action in just a moment. So let's take a quick peek at the course. And I can't show you too much, but I don't want to spoil it all. As I say, there are 17 videos. There is a lot of content. But I can show you how it works. So you have all the videos here. You can click through and jump in and out, watch them as you want to, or you can watch them in a linear path. They are set out in a great path for you to follow if you want to learn everything about Midjourney and creating an awesome coloring book. And I'll show you the introduction video here. So this is just the very first video. It's half an hour and it talks a little bit about me, what I've been doing with coloring books, how I come up with a concept for a coloring book, and what you're going to need to put together your coloring book. This is just a basic introduction, and you'll see that in each class in the course, we include links. So everything I talk about, we give you the links right here so you can just click and go and visit them. You have all the slides. So these are just the introduction slides are right here. So you can click on these to see more about them, to get all the information from them. It's all there for you. And guys, we have prompts. Click on prompts and you can click on any of these pictures and it will give you the prompt for that picture. And what you do is just copy that into Midjourney and you can adapt it however you like. I mean, you can see this picture here. You just click on the picture there, it gives you the prompt. Of course, you can use this to make anything. You can use that prompt to make tarot cards, calendar pictures, planner pictures, board game pictures that are colorable, anything you can think of. And the best bit is you can adapt the prompt. So I give you the prompt with that style. It's pretty repeatable. If you use that prompt, it's not going to generate the same image, but it's going to generate very similar images. And you can change what the topic of that picture is. If you don't want to see a pretty lady, you could ask for an owl. You could ask for, I don't know, a magician. You could ask for a bottle of potion. You can choose anything you like in that style. And the same with all of these pictures as well. I give you all the prompts for them. So you can adapt them and do what you want with them. Make a coloring book that looks how you want it to look. So this course is huge. I'm just showing you the introduction video, but every single video in this course gives you the prompts, slides, links, and the chapters. So it's really, really well structured. It's really well organized, and you have everything you need to create a coloring book. Whether you just want to be lazy and take some prompts and build a book quickly, or whether you want to really deep dive into the art of Midjourney and coming up with your own style, which I really hope you'll do because it's fun, it's creative, and wow, there's just a whole world of opportunity here. So let's go back to the dashboard and see what else is in the course. There's the prompt catalog. I'm not going to give it away. You have to get the course to see what's in the prompt catalog. But there are hundreds of prompts in there. It is really, really cool. And all kinds of different ideas, styles, images. There are landscapes, portraits, abstract pictures, mandalas, pretty much anything you can think of. Animals, we have it all in the prompt catalog. And a ton of different genres and ideas in there. And now let's take a look at the prompt builder. And I don't want to show you too much, but this is an awesome tool. It will let you generate infinite amounts of prompts, especially for coloring books. So what you do is you can just go in here and you can pick a subject. And we have so many categories of subject here. Like we can jump in and choose buildings perhaps. And then you could go here and you can choose, I don't know, a cathedral, a castle, a cottage, all kinds of buildings there, and you can get so creative with this. And of course, we give you a lot more ideas in the course how you can really adapt any of these to have something very, very unique. And so once you've picked your subject, you can pick an art style. And again, we have categorized the art styles. We have settings, we have composition ideas for you, and you can set some parameters for this. So this is a very, very powerful tool. You can also save all your prompts here. It will build your prompt in here. You just copy that prompt and paste it into Midjourney, and Midjourney will generate images for you. And each prompt will generate unique images. And in fact, even if you use the same prompt as someone else, which is unlikely because there are just so many options in here, and of course you can modify the prompts as much as you like. You can add your own details to the prompts. Even if you use the same prompt as someone else, you will not generate the same images. Midjourney does not generate the same images twice. So I hope you have an amazing time building these prompts. There is also a randomizer button right here, and that is so much fun because it will generate random prompts for you. And some of the pictures are just so cool. So what happened was I gave Isaac all the data for the prompt builder tool. I gave him all the subjects, the styles, the settings, the compositions, all of those things, and he built the tool. And while he was building it, he was playing with it and testing it. And he was using the randomizer button. He was just saying, wow, I can't believe how cool the images are that this is coming up with. And there were some really great ones. We had like an anaconda on a roller coaster, and it just looked like some crazy, like heavy metal, awesome picture. So you can get some great styles with this just by hitting the randomizer button. So this is a really, really fun tool. Whether you just want a quick and easy solution, randomize, there's a fun, interesting picture, or whether you want to get very specific with your prompts and your style. And if you have a creative block, if you feel you don't know anything about art styles, that is totally fine. We give you so many in here that all you have to do is just combine them and see what comes out, and then tweak it and adapt it as you want. So that's our prompt builder tool. So I say here that I think you can make a coloring book in a day, and I really think you can using the tools in this course. All you need to do is watch my walkthrough. That will show you the whole process. All you need is a KDP account, which is free. It costs you nothing to publish a book on Amazon. There is actually no fee for publishing your book on KDP. If you want to spend more money on advertising, you can do that, but just to get a book up there, it costs nothing. And every time someone buys your book, you get paid a royalty. You decide how much you want to price your book at, and that will determine the royalty you get each time it sells. So this is an amazing opportunity. You can publish a coloring book in a day. I have published multiple coloring books in a day, and I think that you can easily publish one in a day. You can watch my walkthrough, which will show you the whole process, and a little bit of practice, a little bit of prompting, which is all included in the course. You can use any of our prompt catalog prompts. You can use the prompt builder. You will be able to generate enough images in a day to fill a coloring book. And with tangent templates, our picture book tool allows you to put the book together in about 10 minutes, maybe another 20 minutes to put together a really cool cover that you like. And as I say, I go deep into covers in this course, and I believe that you can create a coloring book in a day. I've made multiple coloring books in a day. I think it's easy to make one. I mean, think about this. You can make a coloring book for any niche, and there are infinite niches out there. If you can create a coloring book every day for a week, that's 7 coloring books. You could hit 7 different niches. And there are so many niches that don't have any gift items, that don't have coloring books. Like, it's a wide open sea for coloring books. And you know why? Because everyone's making like kawaii fairies, chibi llamas. There's a whole world of things. If you can think of a hobby, an activity, something that people love, a historic era, like there are so many ways to look for niches, art styles, seas, buildings, places. Like, you can create a coloring book for anything. And if you're the only person in that niche, then it is a wide open market. Think about Christmas. When Christmas comes, when people are looking for gifts for their friend who's into a particular thing, and you are the only person with a coloring book, or the only person with a nice looking coloring book that's black and white, that doesn't have blurry images, that is a great market. So I think coloring books are a fantastic business. I think they're easy to make. They're fun to make, really fun to make. I love making coloring books, and it costs you nothing to put them on Amazon. It is an awesome, awesome opportunity. So let's talk about my research pack, which is included in the course. So the research pack is enormous. It is a big spreadsheet of data. It begins with data on hundreds of top selling products on Etsy, gathered in July. So we're just coming into August now. This is brand new data. I have data on all the top selling coloring products. And then what I have done is I have used AI to analyze that data to make observations on trends, niches, and even make AI predictions for next year. So this is huge. It is a giant spreadsheet full of trend information, niche information, ideas, suggestions, and I give you hundreds of book titles, like suggested book titles, books that have not been made yet, and book concepts. And not only that, I actually give you example pages for 100 of those books. So there's 100 book ideas, and for each one, I suggest 3-page designs that you could put in that book. So this is all brand new ideas, brand new suggestions. I'm really trying to make it easy for you, whatever level you are at with coloring books, whether you have no ideas at all and you're just like, spoon feed this to me, or whether you want to go super, super deep. I'm trying to give you help at every level here. Plus, I give you a ton of keywords. I've used AI to extract keywords, to generate keywords based off data. So this is content that isn't available anywhere else. I've used AI to analyze and make predictions based from data. So really, really cool for inspiration and hopefully to help you find some marketable concepts. So let's go back to the dashboard, and I'm going to demonstrate Tangent Crystal to you in a moment. But just before I do that, I also want to show you some of our resources. So one thing that is exclusive to this course is my Midjourney Unofficial manual. And this is a huge PDF. As you can see, it's 57 pages of content that I'm just quickly scrolling through now. And this gives you content on everything, from upscaling to generating characters to things like seeds, blend, image prompts, chaos, stylize, all those little parameters that you're like, what is that? What are those things on the end of these prompts? I explain them all in my unofficial manual. So some of you actually asked for this. People were saying, well, can I get a manual? Can I get a cheat sheet? It is here. I have created this huge manual in my own words, all about Midjourney. If you know nothing about Midjourney at all, I've also linked to my YouTube video. This is a publicly available video, but I've put a link in there, so there is extra content. So even if you've never looked at Midjourney before, if you know nothing about it whatsoever, there's a quick intro video here that I have on YouTube. And once you've seen that, you have everything you need to watch the whole course, the 8-hour course that's here. And then the other thing that is in this course is a stack of resources. So I have extra keywords in here. These are suggested keywords with Google search volumes, tell you how popular they are. And you can use these for your Amazon ads. You can use them in your Amazon listings on KDP. You can use them to generate adverts elsewhere. These are keywords that are just really helpful for coloring books. And hopefully they give you a lot of ideas for things that you might have forgotten to include, like words related to coloring itself or the act of coloring, and just really valuable keywords. Then we have prompt keywords, prompt cheat sheets. So if your prompts aren't doing well, we have some suggestions for how you can modify them, tweak them. We have coloring books inspired by different themes, evocative words to use in your prompts, genre ideas, just a whole bunch of PDFs and documents that will help you with your coloring books. And I even have my marketing checklist here as well. So once you've published your book, this checklist will help you look through what you can do to market your book. So we have a ton of resources in here. So let's jump back now and take a look at Tangent Crystal. I have been using Tangent Crystal to build all of my coloring books, so it is really valuable. Now I will not make a coloring book without it, because I want black and white clean images. I do not want blurry images. I do not want any gray in my images. I want them to look really, really good. So let's take a look at how this works. So I'm going to grab some of my images here from Midjourney. I'm going to take this picture here of the girl on the right with the flowers in her hair. I think that's a really nice image to demonstrate crystal, because as you can see, it's a beautiful image, but it's kind of unusable as a coloring book as it is because of all the gray in her hair and in those flowers. And I'm also going to take one of these mandala pictures, because if you look at the left there, you can see there's some gray in the middle. It's not super crisp, and I really think those lines could be really crisp and beautiful for a coloring book. So I'm going to grab those two images and we're going to go over to Tangent Crystal. So I'm just going to grab those two images and drop those into Tangent Crystal. So you can see this is the original picture here. This is the image from Midjourney here. And also we have the mandala picture there. So let's work on this picture, and it's super easy. All you're going to do is go to Edit, and then usually what you do is just pull the brightness down on this picture. And already you can see that's making it black and white. Now you can see there's some little details around on this. So what you can do is actually pull the details down, and that loses some of the excess dotting and the messiness that is around in those images. And then also we have this little eraser tool, and what that does, so you'll see the picture switches back to the original, which makes it easier to actually just get rid of some of these extra things. And you have a black and a white eraser here, and you can just use this to go over any pieces that you want to delete from the image. So like that, for example, if we want to keep it tidy. And this is great if you want to get rid of like an extra finger or a weird butterfly. Like it's just a simple eraser tool that you can use to get rid of these little objects in your picture that you don't want. So when we're happy with that, we just say save the changes. So you can see there's a little line there. So I'm just going to go back to my eraser, and I'm just going to get rid of that as well. So really simple tool. Save the changes, and there we go. That looks like a really nice coloring book picture. I might give it a bit more detail there just so we have a bit more to color in these flowers. But I think that looks like a great picture. And really, you can also play with this to get the style that you like. If you like your picture a little lighter like that, you can keep it like that. If you want it a little darker with stronger lines, you can do that. So it depends on the picture, on your personal preference, but that looks pretty good to me. And then when you're done, you just download the image. And we also have an invert function on that. So the invert tool looks cool, and it has different functions. One way I like to use this is if you have black pages as inserts in between the coloring pages in your book, you could actually use a page like this as your insert page. So it's kind of fun using the invert tool as well. And also, there are some images that look great on a black background, so you can just flip them. And a lot of people like coloring books that have black backgrounds. It's definitely a thing. So you have the invert tool in here as well. So this is a great tool. I'll show you how it helps with the mandala. You can see there, we can just turn that brightness, and now you can really see the difference. There's the original picture there, and you can see how gray this is. Now everything in this mandala is solid black if we turn the brightness right down. So also you can bring the details down a bit, which will get rid of any little extra dots or weird things that are in the picture. And then there's another cool feature in this, which is the smooth function. And you can see that actually makes the lines a little bit thicker and a little bit smoother. And I found this is good for children's pictures as well, because it can really simplify a picture. It's not perfect for every style of image. We can see what it does with the picture of the girl here. As you can see, it simplifies it. That might be a style you're going for, or you may want a bit more detail if it's for adults to color. But Crystal gives you some options, and ultimately it gives you black and white images, which is what we all really want in our coloring books. So that is it. That is the Imagine course. It is 8 hours of video. It has the Tangent Crystal tool. It has the prompt catalog, which has, I think, almost 300 images in there that you can pull from, you can adapt and use in your own way, so you can change the subjects that are in them and just keep the styles. You have the prompt builder tool, which makes it really fun to build and experiment with different prompts. You have the resource pack, which is a bunch of cool PDFs and ideas for coloring books. You have the research pack, which is data. It tells you all about what is currently selling in coloring books and coloring products, and you can use that as you want, and it gives you AI-powered predictions for what it thinks will be popular next year, what it observes is popular now, what it sees are trends and niches in the coloring world. So just tons and tons of information, plus of course keywords. You get tangent templates if you don't have it already, and you get the Midjourney Unofficial manual that I have created. So tons of content in there. We do have more on the way. As I say, I've got people lined up to interview who are so knowledgeable and interesting. And we have more tutorials that I've been working on. So there is a lot more that will be going into the course very, very soon. And of course, we have a brand new private group, Imagine with Katharyne. And yes, that is me. That is me as a coloring book picture. And actually, sneak preview, we have a tutorial going into the course that will show you how to do that, which is amazing, which is really cool. You can put your faces, you can put other people's faces into coloring books. So there is so much you can do here with Imagine. You can make the best coloring books. We think this is the ultimate package. If you're making coloring books and you're not using Imagine, well, you are missing out, because there is so much in here, from research to just ideas, to all the tools that are included in here, and of course the tangent crystal, which you have permanent access to. Once you have bought Imagine, you have tangent crystal. So I think this is an amazing resource. I hope you enjoy it. We are open to your suggestions, to your ideas. I hope you will come and join us in Imagine, and we can keep this growing, because I think it is a fantastic course, a fantastic platform, and I still have so much more to say about Midjourney. I am obsessed with it, guys. All right, have a good one. Please do send us an email, support@tangent.rocks, if you have any questions or you need anything. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, because I will be back making more YouTube videos. I have so much to say, but this course took me a little bit of work to put this together with Isaac, and I hope you will love it. I really, really hope you will enjoy it. You will make some amazing coloring books from this, and I hope you have an amazing week. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. Bye.